Blessed Geza promised to address the nation. Everybody prepares to hear from the man. But I found something very, very interesting, especially regarding retired General Chiwenga, that there is a plot to remove him by Emerson Mnangagwa as well as zviganandas. And I'm reading it from one of the online publication in Zimbabwe. It actually makes a lot of sense, and I'll be reading it for you here. I think I cannot think more than this or further than this. This will actually make sense. So you will see me doing more reading. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button. So it reads, the coup before the coup. So someone was saying, don't say the coup. The coup before the conference inside Mnangagwa's secret plan to purge Chiwenga, capture ZANU-PF. It's written part 1. This is not about the party anymore. It's about 2050. It's about the Mnangagwa dynasty, senior ZANU-PF insider alludes. Something sinister is brewing beneath the polished rhetoric of unity and development. Inside ZANU-PF, where factional loyalty is disguised as patriotism, a parallel political machine is being quietly assembled. One that answers not to the party, not to the government, but to a single man and his dynasty ambitions. On September 27, a new layer of intrigue unfolded in Mashonaland West, where Tempter Paul Tukwarara, the end-time message pastor turned presidential economic advisor. I didn't know that this fellow was a pastor, end-of-time pastor. Really? Distributed US 200,000 to 8 hand-picked ZANU-PF affiliates, each affiliate pocketing US 25,000 from what insiders now call the Presidential Empowerment Fund, a shadowy channel of cash that flows entirely outside the office of the president and cabinet. But Tukwarara is no civil servant. He doesn't draw a government salary. His official portfolio is an opaque as the fund he presides over. Yet he is dispensing cash on behalf of the president, mobilizing the kind of loyalty that bypasses party organs and answers directly to the men in power. The rise of the affiliates. These affiliates have become Mnangagwa's political militia in suits. They include the familiar roll call of praise choirs, Women for ET, Makorokoza for ET, Marakashi for ET, hairdressers for ET, and dozens more. Their purpose is simple: to replace ZANU-PF's constitutional structure with a parallel command system personally loyal to Mnangagwa. The distribution of funds in Mashonaland West was just one act in a larger national script. Similar operations were underway across all 10 provinces. By the time the ZANU-PF annual conference convenes later this month, these affiliates will be smuggled into the event as bona fide delegates, outnumbering and outshouting legitimate structures such as district coordinating committees, provincial coordinating committees, and even the central committee itself. They are writing the party rulebook using cash and chaos. One insider remarked, even Politburo has been turned into a stage prop. History repeating itself, 2014 replayed. The plan is chillingly familiar. It mirrors the 2014 conference at the Harare International Conference Center, where Joyce Mujuru's political career was theatrically annihilated. Back then, the theater was perfect. Drugged, drunken youths dragging her loyalty through the mud, frenzied chants, down with which choreographed chaos dressed up as spontaneous outrage. This year, insiders say the same rulebook is being dusted off. Only the target has changed, and this time it's Vice President Constantino Chiwenga. Now it goes on to say, stage spontaneous demonstrations of disapproval inside the conference. So this is what they intend to do. Forge GPCC resolutions calling for Chiwenga's expulsion. The second plan, stamp the forgeries with Central Committee and Politburo approval. The third plan, hire affiliate youths to dramatize the chaos. That is another plan. Announce the expulsion and orchestrated frenzy. The Mujuru page part 2, this time choreographed for dynastic succession. The money and the men. Behind Tukwarara's pastoral smiles lies a consortium of the regime's most powerful financiers. Kuda kwashe Chakure, Wicknell Chivayo, Scott Sakupanya, John Paraza, Deli Shingwaya, and others in the so-called Zviganandas cartel. Their money fuels not just politics but propaganda, not just party loyalty but personal worship. The Presidential Empowerment Fund they bankrolled is less about empowering citizens and more about buying allegiance before a factional showdown. That this fund is administered by a pastor from the morally upright End Time Message Church adds an almost biblical irony. William Brahman must be turning in his grave, watching one of his own clergy preside over the most grotesque looting scheme in Zimbabwe history. ZANU-PF at the edge of implosion. As the conference rule looms, ZANU-PF stands on a knife edge. The DCCs are being sidelined. The PCCs are being staged managed. The Central Committee is being forged into a tool of convenience. And the Politburo, once the brain of the party, is now a swamp, a stamp factory for dynastic ambitions. When party structures become props and loyalty becomes currency, implosion is not a possibility, it's an inevitability, the pull quote. This isn't politics anymore, it's theater. The page is scripted, the actors are paid, and the ending has already been written. A senior ZANU-PF official says, this is someone within saying this. Coming next, inside the Secunda Republic, the making of a dynasty. In the forthcoming expose, we unpack the machine. So there will be more to this. They will be unpacking the machinery behind the Presidential Empowerment Fund, the Secunda Network, and the quiet conversation of Zimbabwe into a family-run state. Press for conference coup, the page that will decide the fate of ZANU-PF and perhaps of Zimbabwe itself. So according to this publication and on what they have actually exposed already, it is the things that I have been talking about if you are listening to and following this channel, that this conference, Mnangagwa is seemingly looking forward to get rid of retired General Chiwenga. Remember secret meetings that were done by although not within the structures of ZANU-PF, but a parallel structure of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa has been meeting provincial leaders planning to actually pass a vote of no confidence against retired General Chiwenga. You saw the Brigadier General being fired for actually resisting the youths who have been hired by the Zviganandas, whose job would be to to fight a psychological war against retired General Chiwenga. They will be sponsored with beer, they will be sponsored with money, and their thrust is just to embarrass retired General Chiwenga. So this is the plan that Mnangagwa has plotted ahead of the conference, which starts on Monday. But before that conference, Blessed Geza is coming through. I hope these are part of the issues that you would be addressing. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. To remember also to support my album, which is available on all digital platforms.